Let me tell you something that might make you rethink that blue bin you toss your recyclables into. Ever wonder if your old soda can actually becomes a new soda can, or if it's just getting buried under a mountain of trash? The truth is way more complicated, and way more fascinating, than you'd expect. I mean, imagine this, you drop off your bin, and within hours, it's being torn apart by machines, sorted by humans sweating in 100-degree heat, and then either reborn as something useful, or doomed to a landfill. It's like a high-stakes game of what doesn't belong, but with millions of tons of material at stake. What makes this really interesting is how much of what we think is recycling is actually just a chaotic mix of trash, and how the people and tech trying to fix it are fighting an uphill battle every single day. Here's the thing, when you look at places like Phoenix's 27th Avenue Materials Recovery Facility, it's not just about sorting plastic and paper. It's about survival. These workers are literally wrestling with the consequences of our throwaway culture. You ever seen a video of those conveyor belts? It's like watching a tornado of trash. And yet, there's this insane amount of precision required to keep the system running. One wrong move, and the whole line grinds to a halt. I mean, think about the AI Samurai, a robotic arm that's basically a futuristic samurai sword slicing through plastic. It's wild, right? But here's what people don't realize, even with all this tech, humans are still the backbone. They are the ones diving into conveyor belts to untangle plastic bags, which are like the kryptonite of recycling systems. Plastic bags aren't just annoying, they are a nightmare. They clog machines, delay processing, and require workers to do dangerous, manual labor. It's almost like we are punishing them for our own bad habits. And let's talk about contamination. This is where the rubber meets the road. If you toss a pizza box into your blue bin, you're not just being lazy, you're actively sabotaging the entire system. Pizza boxes are coated with grease, which turns them into non-recyclables. But here's the kicker, most people don't even know this. They think it's cardboard, so it's fine. But once that grease hits the system, it's game over for that box. What this really suggests is that recycling isn't just about what you throw away, it's about how much you understand the system you're feeding. It's like throwing a puzzle into a blender and expecting it to come out solved. The more contaminated the bin, the more work for the humans, the more money lost, and the more waste that slips through. Now, I'll be honest, the tech here is impressive. Those optical sorters using infrared cameras to identify plastics. That's not just sci-fi, it's the future of recycling. But here's the problem, these machines are only as good as the data they are trained on. If the system is flooded with mixed materials, even the best AI can't save it. And that's where the human element becomes crucial. Workers are constantly pulling things off the line, but they can't catch everything. It's a constant game of whack-a-mole. What many people don't realize is that this whole process is a delicate balance. One misstep, and the entire system collapses. It's like trying to build a house with a bunch of mismatched Lego bricks, some pieces fit, but others just make the whole thing unstable. So, what does this mean for us? Well, if you take a step back and think about it, the real power here isn't in the machines or the workers, it's in the choices we make at home. Every time you put something in the blue bin, you're voting for a system that either works or fails. And the truth is, we are all complicit in this mess. We are the ones who invented single-use plastics, who designed products to be disposable, who created a culture that sees recycling as a checkbox rather than a responsibility. But here's the good news, we are not stuck. This raises a deeper question. What if we started treating recycling like the urgent crisis it is? What if we stopped seeing it as a side task and started seeing it as a lifeline for our planet? Because right now, the system is barely holding together, and it's all because of us. So next time you're about to toss something into that bin, ask yourself, am I helping this system survive, or am I just adding another layer of chaos to an already broken machine?